Well, a good afternoon, about to be evening, to all pro wrestling fans of all shapes and sizes from all around the world. Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, for this video, I want to talk about two things. First, I want to talk about a very special announcement that was made just a few days ago. And then I want to get into the current standings of the New Japan Pro Wrestling Super Junior Tag League 2025. I've already had a couple of days of matches, and there's already some teams on the danger of being eliminated, and there's already one team that is officially mathematically eliminated. So, I'm going to go over the standings for that. Okay, so first off, for this big special announcement, courtesy of the Collective. That's right. Now, the Collective I've been a part of twice. Last year when it was in Philadelphia, and this year when it was in Las Vegas. Typically, they do the Collective during WrestleMania week. And we already know that WrestleMania will be back in Las Vegas next year in 2026. So, special announcement has been made. We now know the dates of the Collective and where the Collective is going to be at. Now, the Collective this year was at the Palms Resort and Casino / Pearl Theater. And also, WrestleCon was at the Westgate Hotel, which is where I stayed at. But we now know where the Collective 2026 and WrestleCon 2026 will be at. And here you go. There you have it, folks. GCW The Collective Las Vegas and WrestleCon Las Vegas will be partnering together and will take place at the Horseshoe Las Vegas, and it will be from April 15th to April 19th of 2026 next year. That's right. And this is the public tweet from the Collective 2026 Twitter account. Says right here, years in the making. For the first time, the Collective and WrestleCon will join forces under the same roof to provide a Mania Week fan experience that is second to none. It all goes down from April 16th to the 19th at the Horseshoe on the Las Vegas Strip. That's where it's located. Now, somebody had posted the tweet for date clarifications. Let me show you what the response was. So this is the response here. So the Collective will be from April 15th to the 18th. WrestleCon will be from the 16th to the 19th. But it will all be in the same spot as part of the Horseshoe, Las Vegas, on the Las Vegas Strip. Which apparently the Horseshoe was formerly Bally's. But, yeah. So, I know before this year, the Collective and WrestleCon were in two separate spots. But, next year, we'll be at the Horseshoe, Las Vegas. And just to let y'all know, I have booked my room at the Las Vegas at the Horseshoe in Las Vegas. So, yes, there you have it. Yours truly, Blitzball Champ, is planning to go back to Las Vegas one more time. One more time. Just one more time. For Mania Week. And no, I'm not going to WrestleMania. I'm already get that out of the way. I am not going to WrestleMania 42. But yes, I have booked my room at the Horseshoe Las Vegas for the Collective slash WrestleCon. Um, I haven't jumped on flights just yet because I want to give it a little bit of time just to kind of see what promotions, what shows they will reveal for next year's Collective. Now, I know this year with the Collective, of course, they did the usual. They did they did Defy Wrestling. They did Progress Wrestling. They did TJPW. They did Dragon Gate. They did oh my goodness. I'm trying to figure out what else did they do. Oh, DDT. They did DDT. Um, you know what? Let me just pull up what they did. Yeah, they did the GCW ID tournament. They did Dragon Gate. They did Bloodsport, of course. Defy Wrestling, Progress Wrestling, the WrestleCon Memorial Super Show, DDT, Joey Janela's Spring Break. They did Hills Have Eyes, TJPW. They did Effie's Big Gay Brunch. They did Joey Janela's Cluster, You Know What, Forever. And they did the collab show of TJPW, DDT, GCW. That was what they did this year. They did that this year. So, I'm very curious to see what they're going to do for next year's Collective. But like I said, I'm pretty sure DDT will be one by default. I'm pretty sure Defy Wrestling will be one. I'm pretty sure Progress Wrestling will be one. And I'm pretty sure Bloodsport. I think that... Oh, and the WrestleCon Memorial Super Show. I got a feeling that by default... Oh, and Joey Janela's Spring Break, of course. I think by default, those six, at least those six, are going to be on the Collective. I guess 7 if you want to include Effie's Big Gay Brunch. But I think those 7 are probably going to be a lock for the Collective next year. I would love to see Dragon Gate be on there as well. I went to the Dragon Gate show. It was awesome. Now, there is a chance TJPW might do the Collective, but after seeing what they've done on their Texas tour a couple of months ago, don't be surprised if they end up doing their own shows Mania weekend outside of the Collective. Don't be surprised. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen for sure, but I'm saying don't be surprised if TJPW produces and hosts their own shows on Mania weekend instead of being a part of the Collective, if that makes any sense. So, just saying. I also do wonder if DPW, West Coast Pro, and Prestige, well, I don't know about Prestige because of the whole thing that went down with Prestige. So, I do wonder if maybe DPW, West Coast Pro might do a collab like they did this year, which, involved Prestige, DPW, West Coast Pro. We had Marvelous, we had Stardom. I wonder if they're going to do something like that. I don't know, but they may just all be part of the Collective. We'll see. I mean, because when you think about it, the Collective this year, so they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 shows as part of the Collective this year, spanning between 4 dates. And being that the collective is April 15th through the 18th. So 15, 16, 17, 18. That's 4 days. So 4 days as part of the collective. They can do quite a bit in those 4 days. WrestleCon, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th. 4 days for that. But yeah, so it'll be very interesting to see what they divvy up. But as I said before, the hotel room blocks are available for the Horseshoe. The block they have reserved for is April 14th through the 20th. So that's pretty much a long enough stay to make it through everything. You know what I mean? So, and that's what I ended up doing. I'm just hoping that as far as the hotel itself, it'll be a better stay than the Westgate. Because, like I said, I had trash Wi-Fi at the Westgate. But yeah, I have reserved my room at the Horseshoe, and I'm looking forward to seeing what promotions will be part of the collective. Like I said, I've been to two straight. Went to it this year and I went to it last year. They were fun. I will say that they were fun. But like I said, I'm not crazy about Las Vegas. I'm really not. It's not my type of city, but I'll go for pro wrestling. I'll go for a bunch of pro wrestling shows, especially if they manage to get Stardom back over. Would be nice if Marigold. There were rumors about it this year. It didn't go through. Maybe Marigold will throw their name in the hat for next year. You never know. We'll see. We'll never know. I'm also thinking New Japan might do a show during Mania week. I mean, who knows? You never know. I'm keeping an open mind about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping an open mind. I mean, like I said, even if there's probably going to be plenty of shows as well outside of the collective that are going to be hosted on Mania week, just like they did this year. So, honestly, I'm keeping an open mind and just trying my best to, keep my options open and just, I'm looking forward to seeing what promotions get represented, and I hope they really I hope they start naming them, soon, even if it's just little by little. I hope that maybe we'll get information starting next month or December, something like that, just to get folks able to prepare and start marking their schedules, So, here's hoping it works out, and hopefully this will be a better hotel stay. Well, yeah, never been to the Horseshoe before. Apparently, it's not far from the Sphere, so it's got me a little curious. But yeah, so book my room. I'm looking forward to going, and I'm looking forward to hearing more news. Also, there was another piece of news that I forgot to mention. So this was confirmed by Brett Lauderdale himself. No Ticketmaster fees. That's right. No Ticketmaster fees for the shows as part of the collective and WrestleCon. So I am under the impression that tickets may probably be on Eventbrite. And if they do Eventbrite, that will be awesome because I like Eventbrite. I think Eventbrite is very consistent. The DPW shows that I've attended up to now, all but one have been on Eventbrite, and my experience with Eventbrite has been phenomenal every time I use it. So I'm hoping that they'll do Eventbrite, but if not, the fact that they're not doing Ticketmaster is a big plus because those fees are ridiculous. You know, they did Ticketmaster for this year for the Pearl Theater, and just the fees were so freaking ridiculous. So, looking forward to seeing what ticket vendor that they'll use. But you know, I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to it. But yeah. So it's like I'm doing Vegas once again. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, let's look at some New Japan Pro Wrestling. So, want to go over the current standings of the Super Junior Tag League 2025. Not the most exciting tournament this year, but they're gonna plow through it pretty quickly. So, it is what it is. But anyway, I got my spreadsheet up. Let's go over the current standings, starting with Block A. Let's do it. Alrighty. So, starting with Block A, starting at the bottom, we got one team that is, really struggling, has an abysmal 0-3 record, 0 points, and that is the team of Clark Connors and Daiki Nagai. 3 straight losses to Skateboard Bros, Yo and Master Wato, and Hiromu Takahashi Gato. And unfortunately, they are mathematically eliminated. So, I wasn't a fan of the pairing. Well, then again, I'm not a fan of a lot of the pairings in this tournament. But, it's a bummer. It's a bummer that they haven't been able to get on the board yet. All right. Next up, we got 3 teams right now sitting with 1-2 records each, 2 points each. They are Skateboard Bros, Hiromu Takahashi Gato, and United Empire. Let's take a look at United Empire. That's Templario and Jacob Austin Young. So 1-2, they got the 1 victory over Hiromu Takahashi Gato, but 2 losses to House of Torture and Yo and Master Wato. Let's see. Hiromu Takahashi Gato, same record. Victory over Clark Connors, Daiki Nagai, but losses to United Empire and House of Torture. And then the Skateboard Bros, that's Ryusuke Taguchi and Dragon Dia. 1 victory over Clark Connors, Daiki Nagai. 2 losses to House of Torture and Master Wato and Yo. But yes, those 3 teams, Skateboard Bros, United Empire, Hiromu, and Gato, are in danger of being eliminated. They cannot afford another loss. And then we have 2 teams sitting at the top, tied at 6 points each, currently undefeated 3-0, and they are the team of Yo and Master Wato, and the current IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, House of Torture's Doki and Sho. Let's take a look at Yo and Master Wato. They have victories over the Skateboard Bros, Clark Connors, Daiki Nagai, and United Empire. And then the tag champs, Doki and Sho of House of Torture, same record. They got victories over the Skateboard Bros, Hiromu and Gato, and United Empire. So, of course, those 2 are sitting at the top. All right, everybody has 2 matches left. Each team has 2 matches left. So, let's take a look at the upcoming matchups. Got October 28th and the 30th. Let's take a look at the 28th matchups. So, Skateboard Bros versus United Empire. Oh, man, that's going to come down to the wire right there. You got Yo and Master Wato and Hiromu and Gato. Let's see. You got Clark Connors, Daiki Nagai versus House of Torture. Oof. Yeah, those are going to be tough. Those are going to be really tough. Um, but yeah, those are your October 28th matchups, which is when the Block A will continue. But yeah, right now, Yo and Master Wato and House of Torture are at the top. Clark Connors, Daiki Nagai are mathematically eliminated, and the other teams are still in it, but they are in danger, cannot afford another loss. Alrighty, let's go to Block B. Okay, so Block B. Right now we have two teams sitting at 0-2, 0 points. They are Tiger Mask and Yamato and House of Torture. Let's take a look at House of Torture. This is Yoshinobu Kanemaru and Dick Togo. 0-2 losses to the Ichiban Sweet Boys and Bullet Club War Dogs. Okay. Then Tiger Mask Yamato, same record. Losses to El Desperado and Kukai and Kushida Yuki Yoshioka. Alright, we have two teams sitting at 1-1 with 2 points each. They are Bullet Club War Dogs and El Desperado Kukai. Let's look at Bullet Club War Dogs. So they got the one victory against House of Torture, which, by the way, that's Taiji Ishimori and Robbie X. They got the one victory over House of Torture, and the one loss was actually a forfeit due to Taiji Ishimori being under poor health for that match, so he was not cleared to compete. Therefore, they took a forfeit. Alright, El Desperado and Kukai. One victory over Tiger Mask Yamato, and the one loss to the Ichiban Sweet Boys. Okay. And then we have two teams right now sitting at the top, 4 points each, tied 2-0. They are Kushida and Yuki Yoshioka and the Ichiban Sweet Boys. Let's take a look at Kushida and Yuki Yoshioka. They got the forfeit victory over the Bullet Club War Dogs, and they have a victory over Tiger Mask and Yamato. And then last year's winners, the Ichiban Sweet Boys, that's Robbie Eagles and Kosei Fuchida. Same record, 2-0. Victories over House of Torture and El Desperado Kukai. So, each team here actually has 3 matches left. They got 3 matches left. Which their next set of matches will be on October 27th. Let's see, what do we have? We got House of Torture versus Desperado, El Desperado and Kukai. We got, Bullet Club War Dogs taking on Tiger Mask Yamato. We got Kushida Yuki Yoshioka against the Ichiban Sweet Boys. Battle of the two teams at the top. That should be good. So yeah, those are those next matchups. But still very much each team is still very much in it. Still in it. Well, yeah, we'll see how it goes. But this tournament's going through pretty quickly. But the next set of matches that'll happen will be on the 27th, and that'll be the B block. So on the 27th, it's the B block. On the 28th, it's the A block. 29th is back to the B block. 30th is A block. So they'll finish the A block on the 30th. And they will finish the B block on November 1st. So that's how they have the schedule. So, yeah. But, yeah, those are your current standings for the Super Junior Tag League 2025. Like I said, it hasn't been a very exciting tournament, especially due to the teams that are represented in this tournament. But it is what it is. It'll be over quick. It'll be over quick. Um, but yeah, that's pretty much all that I have for this video. Um, Let me know what y'all's thoughts are on the reveal of the collective and WrestleCon. Like I said, April 15th through the 19th, as a whole. How do y'all feel about WrestleCon and the collective partnering up? Also, let me know what promotions you would like to see represented as part of the collective and WrestleCon. Yeah, let me know what promotions you want to see. And let me know y'all's thoughts about the Super Junior Tag League. Have you been enjoying the tournament? Yes, no. Who do you have winning both blocks? And who do you have winning the whole tournament? Let me know your thoughts there. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Anyway, for another Pro Wrestling Talk brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. My name is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed weekend, and I will see y'all in the next video and our live stream. Peace.